Hello, my name is Jeff French, and I go by Frenchie. I want to welcome you as a participant in the last collection ever deployed to proof of work on Ethereum. We are going to do some things with this a little bit different. As you know, our engineering team, they lifted the world on their back in technical terms. The lunar landing was the Ethereum merge, and we were right there, our team, as a part of that. They wrote scripts to understand the terminal hash rates that were happening, the difficulty, and knowing when to fire off deployments to try to score this last ever proof of work contract. They were able to do that. They were able to mint the entire token supply in the single transaction, stake it to the contract, all while paying like 65 Gwei in gas. No minor bribes paid, nothing like that. If you take a moment and just stop and think about the history of Ethereum, and you look at what are the blocks that are the most meaningful and significant, certainly the first one ever settled on Vitalik's desk, I would have said that the very last under proof of work to this point would be one of the absolute most significant, but that block actually had a large bribe paid. It ended up with one NFT in it that was minted on a contract from earlier. I'll let the market make their decision on what they think of that block. So move to this penultimate block where this last contract deployment happened, the last fairly mined block that anyone could participate in. This was it. And for this contract to be deployed and these tokens to be there, I think that really makes them a very interesting collectible. And we're seeing collectible in digital asset ownership being one of the best use cases of Ethereum right now. Punks, they were the punks because of what they are, art blocks when they were released, CryptoKitties, early stuff. But the blocks they were deployed in were random blocks on random days. So when you think about, again, collectability, I think that this block that we're in, this penultimate proof of work block, I believe is the second most significant in the history of Ethereum. So now, how do we then take this to the next level? We have the tokens. Everything is sitting there in its pristine, virgin, unclaimed state, waiting on you as the owners. What we want to do is we want to create unique one-of-one pixel art to go onto these tokens, and we're going to call it the Lost Miners of the Ether. We want to work with you. We want to show you all of the attributes, all of the process that's going through this. We want to involve the community, get your feedback as much as you want to be involved. If all you want to do is get your claim pass and sit back and wait for the actual claim, chase rarity, you can do that. But if you want to see how a collection is done from ideation all the way through deployment, because we focused to this point on getting the tokens. Like, we didn't know that we were going to be able to achieve this. We were trying for it, but our odds of success, frankly, they were quite low, and we exceeded those odds and were able to make it happen. So now it's time here in the next, call it 6 weeks, to get the collection itself out. And we want to involve you in that. And we also want to do a companion collection, a block patch collection that we will release to symbolize the proof of work era. And we will all work together to vote what goes into that collection and how we show these early era of Ethereum. And even though the phone's ringing in the background, I think I covered kind of what we needed to hear there. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I'm really excited that you're here, and I hope this is something that you're really going to vibe with. I can't wait to meet you in Discord and work together as we shape all this up. It's going to be a lot of fun, really historic, meaningful tokens that we're all going to get to claim a piece of true blockchain history.